Okay.
Show him double D and let me see him.
Let me see him.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, ready, yeah?
Millie's cookies, let's go.
You're funny. You ready, yeah? You ready, yeah? You ready, yeah? Yo, what's really good though? It's your girl Yezziyezzir,
And it's your girl AY, you done already.
and you are listening or watching Hey Sis.
Where we spew our opinions, we drop facts, gems, we just chat. We're having a good old time, okay? So if you don't like it, you're coming with some bad vibes, kick rocks.
Okay, it's good at all.
Yeah.
Okay, and on this episode, we got something very special.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very relevant.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the fitness world.
Yeah.
Is it still focused on actually being healthy, or is it just doing up image gang?
Was it ever about being healthy?
That's
Dun, dun. Yeah, I feel like a lot of it is still very much about image. There
Yeah.
is very few people who are genuinely about health, because if it was really, really, really about health, more of that will be on the forefront than this image people who have certain type of images, bodies that society deems as ideal.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that are being pushed forward in my face, saying every day, oh, if you want to have your bum like this, if you want to have a flat belly, if you want to have this thighs and get rid of your thigh gap. How did you make, like your hip dips? Y'all made hip dips a thing. Did you? I didn't even know of hip dips until recent. And it's like, oh, I don't like my hip dips. Ew, hip dips this, hip dips that. I'm thinking, what is going on?
You know what? First and foremost, shout out to my ladies with the hip dips, okay? Let's embrace them.
Yeah,
they show
like-
up when they want to show up, and then they just
disappear when it,
they hit pop out, pop in. But I will say that I wouldn't mind if the bodies were real.
Yeah.
And you spent a lot of time in the gym. You did your 10,000 hours and you achieved it like that organically. But you're selling plans when you know you went to do up surgery and you're selling me a dream.
And you're selling teas.
If I'm never gonna, the teas. Because you know I'm never gonna look like that. And you got myself, you got young girls, even men, very young girls thinking, oh, I can get that if I put in the hours, I eat the food. You're killing yourself instead of embracing yourself.
But this is it. It's very, very toxic. Like, you're not being honest about how you obtained that that body that you're saying that it should be goals in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's unhealthy. And even with the some people with that even do these competitions when it comes to the bodybuilding, some of it is also very unhealthy. You're hearing exactly, people are doing steroids, people are starving themselves. You're going through months of eating something and then not eating this and all of that. You're putting your body into like danger zones, you know what I mean? And it's like you're demonizing fat, like to the point it's like if you have some form of body fat, it's like, no, you shouldn't have it when you need body fat to survive.
I saw on Instagram someone was like, yeah, I wanted to really achieve this goal for this event I was going to. I cut carbs. I'm like, carbs, carbohydrates, energy. I'm surprised you didn't faint. You can't cut out carbs. Like,
that's the thing.
crazy.
And half of these people that when they do, they end up, you find out, they're sick. Do you know how many some of these people that I have gotten with bodybuilders that do bodybuilding and all these competitions and stuff, I'm seeing, I'm sick. I said, for someone that's always posting eating lettuce every day and avocado every day and all of these berries every day, you're always sick. You're always in the hospital. It's because your body's weak. You're literally depriving your body from nutrients just because you want to look like something for something else. It's unhealthy. It's not about fitness. If it was about fitness, you promote healthy way of living and healthy way of moving. Walking is a good way of fitness. You doing good walking every day for like doing your 10,000 steps. More people, I've seen someone lose so much weight from doing 10,000 steps and plus every day, just walking to work and back home.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I've seen people who are always in the gym every day lifting weights, trying to get their bodies certain ways. And I'm not talking about girls or just boys. I'm talking both sides. But then ask them to run for 10 minutes and they're huffing and puffing and blowing the house down because they don't actually have fitness. They just have their body looking a certain way. So they train for that.
You know, it's so funny. In secondary school, I took being fit for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And those who I went to school would know, when it comes to sports day and everything like that,
Mm-hmm.
I was that girl that was like, yeah, Yezzi, 100 meters, 200 meters, long jump, all that stuff. I was getting elected for it. But then stopped going to the gym. Then when I did go back to the gym, it was more like on a weightlifting type
Mm-hmm.
tip. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I do need to take cardio seriously. When I got on the treadmill, I was like, whoa. Because people assume, they'll look at you and assume you're fit. Then when you have to do walks around cities like Barcelona and you're doing up tourism, you're thinking, raw, I'm huffing and puffing going up some steps. Like, I got to sort out that side of things, you know?
This is it. Exactly. Because it's not about fitness. That's why I'm saying these things. A lot of these times, it's not about fitness. Because a lot of times, these people can't even do the basic things like walking for half an hour. They're in pain. Their body's hurting because they don't care about the fitness. They just want to look a certain way. Some of you, man, you're just training the top half of your body.
Not upside down pyramid.
I'm seeing sticks for legs.
Like triangle.
My legs are thicker. One thigh of mine is both of your legs. It doesn't make sense.
And that's the image thing of it. Because
Exactly.
people are just thinking, okay, when I take a picture, a selfie on Instagram, at least my top half looks cool. Ain't nobody looking at my bottom half.
I've got an example to add to what you're saying.
What?
Alright, go to a lot of gyms where there's the guys doing the huffing and puffing. Put them next to some thin guys who do jiu-jitsu, some thin guys who do Muay Thai. They're gonna fall because these are show muscles.
Exactly.
Muscles for show. But use it, you're going down because there's
tired,
no
it's slow.
nothing.
It's nothing, and that's
It's just
the thing.
to look.
People are just doing the stuff that looks good. So there's a big difference between you look fit, like you look like you go gym, but are you actually healthy? Are
But
you
that's
fit?
it. And again, they're putting the people who look a certain way on the forefront, not actual people who are fit and healthy on the forefront.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like I know people who are generally, they're naturally slender, very, very slender girls.
Yeah.
In the what society, they are like ideal. Body type, weight wise, everything, they're on point.
Yeah.
But these people would tell you they cannot run to save their life. They can't lift anything to say that they have no fitness to say
can't
that.
catch
They
a
said they
bus.
went to the gym. One of my friends told me she went to the gym one time. I said, how do you do it? How do you do this 3 times a week? I have went to gym once and I've never been again. I can't do that life. It's not for me. But because her metabolisms are fast, so it seemed, okay, yes, she's fit and healthy. But it's like, no, she's not. Do you know what I mean? But because of the fact that she looks it, you're saying that she is fit.
That's the image aspect of it all, though, isn't it?
And then it's like, shout out to the people who are actually about being fit and healthy. Big up to you guys, because you guys are actually doing your thing and you're really trying to educate people, and you are actually trying to call out the people who are being fake. So I shout out, because I see online on all the different platforms. So I respect that. But it's also even about, let's say we talk about, even can get deeper to the people who are putting themselves as PTs, but you're using that as an excuse to touch up. Gal.
You know what I will say with PTs, obviously everybody's not the same, but you have a duty of care, whether you want to admit it or not. So when you're talking about, I'll get you like this in 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, be real, because you're coming out as people that are educators, experts, knowledgeable in your field. So be real in your before and after pictures.
Exactly.
Don't sell a dream because you want to make like a pinky an hour.
Exactly.
It's really not worth your name. And I think a lot of people don't take your name and your brand and what you stand for seriously.
But that's the thing. But it's like naive people are gonna fall for it. People who fall for these things and are easily swayed about, I need to get my body certain way. I need to look like this. I need to look like that. I need to be like this so that people can love me or people can respect me. So I can be. Exactly. So they're playing on that and then saying, okay, you want this, you need that, I'm gonna try and extort that from you. I saw on TikTok about this guy that I used to see him all the time come up on my page. And he used to always call out other people. So I thought, okay, he seems like a decent guy. So whenever he'd come up, I'll follow. I would like it. I never followed, but I like it. Come out now, this man has been a pure dirtbag. He's been using his abilities to go and prey on young girls and prey on women with insecurities and saying, I'll get your body right, come let me train you, I have sex with you. Trading sex for fitness. And then half of the time it's like, it's not even. Wait,
hold on, you said trading as in past tense, as in he's been doing it. So who the hell agreed to this arrangement?
But quite a few girls have ended up agreeing to it because you see this world, some people are desperate to be accepted in society.
It reminds me of when they say I'm a photographer and I can take pictures of you for my portfolio and this and that, and then they're just laying in a bush somewhere
Naked.
Or laying in
Exactly.
cake, naked.
Nah, I'm so
It's
sorry.
so
Yeah,
mad-
he's a dirtbag, but what? Why? If you respect yourself, why the hell would you agree to?
No, but the thing is,
that?
then these are people insecure.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They prey on the insecure. They're not preying on people like us that know better. They're preying on the people who are insecure. Young girls as well. You're preying on 14. They're going for 40. He's going for 14-year-old girls. They don't, 14-year-old, because he's a grown man. And some of them, of course, they don't fall for it. They're like, nah, what the hell? And then, like, he will be like, okay, cool. Like, there's even, like, literal, like, images of, like, conversations of the things he would say, voice notes he would send. And I was just like, this is disgusting. You see, this is the kind of things that it's just like toxic. But again, other men are calling him out because they're like, no, weed him out. We can't have a man like this going around doing this to young girls. You can't have a man like this pretending that this is about fitness. Even when he's training you, it's a lot of it is groping. And like, so you're getting trained and you're thinking, and then he's touching you in a certain way, so you're uncomfortable. But because these people are young, they don't know how to react. They
I'll be
freeze.
damned. I'll be damned.
People, listen, there's no any workout, any type of sport you can get into. There are many ways to help you figure stuff out without touching you inappropriately.
Yeah.
Yoga teachers know how to touch you appropriately. Fighting teachers can touch you appropriately. Stretching, gymnastics. There's always a way for someone to touch you appropriately. Always remember that, especially young girls in gymnastics.
We're gonna try and get someone as well on the show that's like a PT, and really like ask them what the hell's going on. And that's why we do what we do, because there's a lot of people out there, they don't have an idea on, okay, is this right, is this wrong? I think this is wrong, but I'm not sure.
And they're afraid as well to say anything.
Yeah, not wanting
like,
to look silly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst thing.
Do you know what I'm saying?
My type PT, any little thing, he's like, you good? You sure? I'm just gonna touch you here on the arm, okay? I was like, right, you've had some
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And one thing I will say is that it's like, what happens with a lot of women is that they feel too silly to speak out.
Yeah.
A lot of things are happening. It'll be like, I was embarrassed, or I felt silly. And you should never ever feel that way in those situations. Like, you're not silly. You shouldn't hesitate to speak out. Don't get me wrong, I know it takes a while for that type of thing. So
yeah, it definitely takes a while, because especially the way we're a lot of times we're raised to think about how the autonomy of our body and like how we're perceived, do you know what I mean, the world. It's very hard for like a lot of women to like say, oh yeah, no, like for example, somebody's trying to chirp you, instead of like being like, no, I'm not interested, thank you, I don't want that. A lot of women are afraid for that, because one, they're afraid of the reaction of the guy. Do you know what I mean? They're afraid of being either being abused verbally, physically, or just like being like ridiculed for it. And like, do you know what I mean? You don't know how someone would react, and like a lot of times you're just told to like kind of brush it off, pass it on. Oh, you're a woman, men are gonna always want you, like, and especially if you're attractive, oh, it's okay, like, it just, you know what I mean, just brush it off, it's nothing. And also when you're kids, you're taught like, when a guy, like, for example, when you're a kid, you're told if a boy likes you, he's gonna be mean. So he's being mean. Oh, he likes you. That's what we're taught. So that's how we see when it comes to these situations. It's, oh, he's just being mean because he likes me. Or he's just doing that because he likes me.
There's this pattern of always being told your perpetrator has a reason, though.
Yes.
Yeah. And I will say one thing as well. With men, there is a pressure to look a certain way as well.
Oh, there is
They have their pressures.
Yeah.
Especially with this. Yeah.
When 300 came out, I can say that.
What's 300?
The movie.
Sparta.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That film messed up a lot of young man's heads. That's when the six-pack became a but that's just for the generation I grew up in. And then now, as I'm an older person, I see that it's the Chris Hemsworths getting ready for a Marvel film. Captain America getting ready for his film. That's what's messing people up.
Yeah. Just to give people context as well, it's a sense of you have to have the six packs, the pecs, you have to have the shoulders, the height, all of that stuff here. They go through their pressures as well, and it's just like, how do we not get like caught up in all of that? Like, how do we not get caught up in that kind of fad?
We have to start like taking control of the people that we allow to be on the forefront.
So we take control. We take. But we
well,
take,
as in we, but
Yeah.
the thing is, we choose who we deem as yes or no. Like, that's the thing. We choose, like, if we don't like something and we're like, as a people, and we're like, no, I don't mess with that. The people above, if they see that they're not getting the reception that they need to get, they will stop putting that on forefront. Do you know what I mean? So we have to start being a bit more selective. We need to start being like, okay, cool, like, this person, this is not for me. This is what I said about as well, following people who look like you. Following people who have the similar bodies like you. Stop following people that, do you know what I mean, have six pack, they're 6'5", do you know what I mean? All these, they got genetics playing on their side. A lot of people, it's genetics, do you know? And then you're thinking, now why come I don't have the broad shoulders? Even as much I hit the gym, I'm still not got the broad shoulders because you're not genetically prone to that.
Okay, but you know what we're deviating into, yeah? That means, do we get rid of the filters now?
You can get rid of the filters.
You ready for that?
I'm okay. I take
You
loads
ready
of
for that?
pictures with no filters.
I want to go back to the 90s where being beautiful was the criteria. You see that back in the day, 90s, they barely did makeup. It was, I paint like a woman because I am a woman. Now it's, I'm a woman, but I'm going to paint like a drag queen because I need to look like the most epic woman. And it's like, no woman really looked like that.
Okay, then hold that thought, yeah? So we don't get rid of if we get rid of the filters, no one's going to kick up a fuss.
No, people are going to keep up a fuss. Because a lot of people have built their self-esteem based on filters. I mean, we discussed that the people go to surgeons to be like, this is how I want to look like. This filter. And in those lips, that nose, even though they don't have that physical structure. So even if they get that surgery, they still won't look like that filter.
Mad.
You still won't look like that filter because your nose isn't built like that no matter how much it chips away. Your lips, it doesn't matter how much you add onto it. Your thinner, your cheeks, your eyes, and no matter how much you do it, you will not look like that filter.
Okay, have you seen that video of like a bunch of women coming back from, I think, the DR? I think, and they're all in wheelchairs, in a queue. Like, some of them can't even sit down properly.
Young girls. They're not even women. A lot of them are young girls.
When you say young girls, how young are we talking?
I'm talking about 14, 15, 16.
Their bodies haven't even developed.
This
yet.
is
That's
it.
actually quite mad.
Open her eye. I thought, well, he'll say, well, she's wanted to do. I don't know what anyone under 16.
With the eyes,
That's
with the
mad.
colours, didn't change the colours because his mum did that.
Film me in.
T.I.'s daughter, well, because his mum did that, didn't she? Tiny did it first, where she changed the colour of her eye. You can get surgery, she changed the colour.
I've heard of that, and one girl that did it with her student loan money, she was supposed to get hazel. She ended up getting grey because they were like, we've only got grey. I don't know, some messed up situation, and she almost went blind. Had to now get it all sorted on the NHS, taxpayers' money. Yeah, taxpayers' money, and it's like, you know what? Everyone's got their different reasons, so I'm not gonna go into who shouldn't have surgery and who should. But when we're talking about age and where you identify yourself, different bracket in it. So.
That's the thing I'm saying, exactly. So the age group, I'm like, when it comes to age, it's like, bro, just try and refrain from doing it from when you're young. When you want to do it, I guess if you're in your 20s and you want to do it later on, fine. But at least give your body a chance to develop. Do you know as well, your body as well changes after the age of like 27. Your body changes too. I didn't have like that much hips. My body was generally like, I had a bum, but my body is generally like facing forward is like more of a boisterous body. My hips and my waist came in later on.
But there's a shape for that. It's like, it doesn't have to be boisterous. Like, women come in different shapes.
Of course, but as I'm saying, your body comes, it will change. As a woman, we have different stages, but we're not educated on that. So you thinking that, if I don't have this by this age, then I'm not beautiful, I'm not this, I'm not that. Do you know what I mean? And then it goes back into the fitness world. It's like a lot of it, these people are selling you teas. There's no tea that can ever burn body fat. Stop buying into that. It doesn't exist. It's a lie. It is an absolute lie, and you waste your money and you make yourself even feel worse about yourself. No such thing. There's no such thing as, if I just do 500 abs every single day, then now my abs, I'm gonna be flat.
Another one is, sorry guys, but the waist trainers don't work.
They're so temporary.
How jazz work if you're willing to commit to not being happy? That's what I'm gonna say. Farges can work.
What's Farges?
That's the name of the corset.
The corset. The thing is, bone wise and structure wise, is a bit peak.
Yeah.
And your organs.
Mad, but if you want a result, you'll get a result.
Yeah, but you have to do
mad. We're not promoting that.
No.
We're not promoting. Yeah.
The truth is there are results, but there's consequences for every result. I'm a person that went for a lot of exercise, used course. I've used a lot of things in my time. I have anemia now. I've got different health issues from all that hard work of I need to be skinny. And that's why I tell people, if you want to do it, do it. It's your choice. No, nobody telling you it's not healthy is going to make someone stop.
That's the thing. There's consequences.
Yeah,
There's consequences.
At least, exactly. That's the thing. There is consequences to that. Because I did the same thing. I went through my whole corset stage too. I went through the whole, wrapping yourself with cling film and corset, rubbing it with thingy too. Hey, I was gymming at one point. I was gymming like 6 to almost 7 times a week. I was doing at least 2-3 miles a run. I was on it. When I tell you, I was obsessed, and I would look at myself and I'm like, no, I'm not there enough. I'm not. It's not looking like the way I'm seeing this girl looks like, not knowing that girl got surgery, or that girl's actually unhealthy. She's spending more times in the hospital. Mentally, she's ruined. She's sick. Like, there's so much to go on.
They won't tell you the madness that happened. They'll show you all the glitz and glam in the sense of, oh, look at how this dress fits on me. Look at it. And it's not coming from a kind of hating standpoint. It's just the fact of, let's talk up the reality so people can be content knowing that. And if you still want to get done, then cool. I will say, I have a friend who's into fitness, and when they told me, listen, the telltale sign is the belly button. You can tell if someone had a tummy tuck, if they did this, they did that, all of the above. If you still want to do that, go ahead. I had to do a little cleanse of my timeline because I realized, I'm following a lot of people whose bodies are fake, and I'm aiming to try and get that way, and it was playing up with me. So what did I do? I said to my friend, listen, you're the expert. Tell me who's real, who's not. So when they were like, yep, fake, I was like, cool, I don't want that. I'm not here to hate on you. I'm not here to stop you from getting your bag, but you're not going to boo-boo to fool me.
This is it.
So now on my timeline, I am inspired by people that do fitness, but the authentic people with realistic results and a realistic way that's catered for my lifestyle. Everyone's lifestyle is different. I can't be in the gym 7 days a week. I wish. Actually, I take that back. I don't wish. But I can't do that. So I'll do what works for me.
That's the reality. Yeah. Or even like another perspective is also the fitness world, where like women who are into fitness and they just want to be strong. Yeah. But women that are strong are seen as masculine.
You see that connotation, we got to take that stereotype needs to go, because we need to get out that fact that women can only look one way. It's like down to the shapes. You got your pear shapes, you got your hourglass, you got your rectangular figure, and everybody is special in their own ways, very beneficial. There's some women, you don't even have to wear a bra, and certain tops are made for you. There's somewhere, okay, because of your lovely waistline, you look great in that dress. Like, everyone has that thing that makes them special. Your structure. Look at supermodels.
This is it.
There was a time where it's like everyone's trying to look like a supermodel. Now everyone's trying to look like a more fuller figured, plus size model, like a baddie. Fashion comes and goes, and that's what we're talking about. There's nothing new under the sun. But if you look back on history, every shape has been celebrated one way or the other. When Marilyn Monroe first came out, she wasn't really seen as that typical figure at that time, but because she believed in her own source.
I'm just gonna say, by the way, like Marilyn Monroe, she was at that time seen as 14, but really in today's age, she's actually was it 4? She was actually skinny. Just putting it out there. Marilyn Monroe she wasn't actually a thick girl. She was just a thick girl for that time, but that thickness is still skinny in this day and age.
But that's
size 12 then. But the size 12 then is still skinny now.
And that's what I'm saying. And in 20 and then 50 years from now, they'll say that, oh, this figure that was considered slim is actually big now. And it goes on and on. Before we go, we got to do a final takeaway. So in regards to the fitness world, if it's really about fitness or everyone's just doing up image gang, what takeaway have you got for the people? I'm
saying follow people who are authentic and actually push healthy living and being fit. They're not pushing for you to go and do body image, or get your body like this or get your body like that. They're actually pushing for you to improve your fitness. That's what they're trying to push out here, and improve your health. When the kinds of foods you eat, when they're not showing you or eat salads 24 hours a day, every single day, and that's what it is. No, they're pushing for you how to eat healthily, balance, showing you how balance and what kind of vitamins you should be taking, and what kind of signs you should be watching out if you have deficiencies in this and that. Do you know what I mean? And how to build your strength up if you want to in the gym for example, for deadlifts or whatever it is. pushing healthy ways of living, actual healthy.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I'd say my final takeaway is do a cleanse. In the sense of, if you've got to cleanse the physical side of things, find a gym that's better for you. If you're going to a specialist gym and you're not trying to do all of that and it's giving you pressure, go to a regular gym. If you're on Instagram or any of these platforms and you're following people that you know have had work done, you're only fooling yourself. Cleanse it and find people that are adamant on having a natural fitness regime, natural diets, and not diets but lifestyle adjustments. And if you're not sure, ask an expert. Even if you're in your gym, ask a PT. That's what he's there for. Be like, oh, is this person's body real or not? But listen, that's all from us. I'm hoping that you learn that it's okay to embrace who you are. In that
people
aspect.
showing you showing you the bodies, actual, natural, genuine bodies of different shapes and sizes, and pushing that in you to
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because we all need to be represented, and we're all different in our own ways, but we're all still beautiful.
Okay. Listen, you've been locked in. You've been watching or listening another banging episode. I'm just gonna toot our own horn of Hey Sis. So make sure that you
like, share, subscribe, follow, leave a comment down below of what you think and any other topics you'd like to talk about.